कहना, गहना का कहना, गहना का कहना, गहना का कहना, कहना, गहना का कहना, का कहना, गहना, गहना का कहना, का कहना,
Well, here goes. Piya to se nana lagere from film Guide. All the women love it, so I'm very popular with this song. Alright, here goes. That's it. I can do better, but
Hello and welcome to the Gehna Ka Kehna show. My guest today is a very talented person. The first thing that struck me about him was his diction, then the voice, then the knowledge and the know-how. He is an actor, writer, aspiring director of short films as he would like to be known, a keen singer, a music buff and a Satya Sai Baba devotee. Please meet Janab Nasir Abdullah.
thank you, Kehna.
आदाब कैसे हैं आप कैसे मिजाज हैं आपके
Very good. I'm looking forward to the coffee.
Yeah, okay,
And,
great.
and being in the hot seat to do
You're
it.
in the hot seat. I like the choice of words, Nasir. As usual, you have the gift of the gab. Where does that come from?
Actually, partly from my need to survive in this world,
Yes.
and partly from my father, who was very gifted with.
Gifted.
Yeah, so partly from my need to survive, we
Yeah.
all need to have the ability to have that gift.
Yeah.
And also from my father, who was quite a guy with his words. He had a way with words. So
Okay.
I guess
So the DNA speaks.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, great. Let's run you down through your childhood. Rewind a little.
Yes. It's like being hypnotized. I'm going back to age 5.
I never thought of
Yeah.
myself being there.
Okay, yeah.
Tell me.
So yeah, I was
Born and brought up?
I was born in Old Delhi,
Okay.
and many years ago,
Yeah.
1956.
Okay.
So I'm like 61 now, going to be 62 in May. Would you believe it?
Not at all.
They say I don't look it,
They say-
but I tell everybody I feel it. I feel it in my ankles, and I feel it in my aunties, uncles and aunties. Anyway.
Uncles and aunties.
So yeah, I went to school there. I went. Then we moved to New Delhi, and we stayed in the newer part of Delhi, in Nizamuddin, which is very central,
Okay.
very quaint, like a colony and stuff. And I've been there for like 45 years now, I guess, or 50. So yes, growing up was good. I went to a regular school and got away with a reasonable amount of good marks. I was very distracted as a youngster. I opted for the wrong subject. I took,
Like most.
no, they were intelligent guys. I mean, I was actually given arts when you go in the ninth. In those days, that was 9 plus 2,
Yeah.
not the 10 plus 2.
Yeah.
So I was given arts where there were 32 girls and there were 6 boys. So like every boy had 5 girls to himself. But like a fool, I followed 3 other guys who didn't like the idea of all the girls around, and they thought they were in some stupid.
Yeah.
So, they gave me arts where there were like 36 girls and 6 boys, approximately. And I was sort of okay with it. 2 of the boys, one of them happened to be a distant, like a cousin of mine, they didn't like the idea of being in arts. So they said, let's go to commerce.
Yeah.
So like an
For the
idiot.
heck of it.
No, they had a mindset. I didn't have any setting.
Right.
I was like an unsettled guy.
Right.
So I said, oh, and they went into commerce. At that time, you could still move on
Yeah.
to another section,
Yeah.
another department. So like a fool, I followed them. In that class, there was not a single girl, not one. Not that I complained. At that time, I wasn't interested in girls, nor was I interested in boys, by the way. But it's that age.
Yeah.
The only lady was a teacher or two.
Oh, lovely.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I suffered greatly. The rowdiest class ever on the planet Earth. Anyway, to make a long story short, I went through this whole thing. I studied, didn't get it right, cash balance, bookkeeping and accounts, all that crap. I just couldn't get it, finally. And I managed to pass my 9th class. In the middle of the 10th class, my teacher says to me, you don't know this? And you don't know this? He said, how did you get into the 10th class? He said, I promise you, I will not let you leave this class. I will see that you don't pass this class.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I was like, brr, because I used to be always writing, always in my own world. I didn't really study. So I peed in my pants. Then I approached my father, and I had a friend who was from the arts. He said, you know what you can do? Before the final examinations of the 10th, you can go to arts and clear it and move on. It was a fantastic idea. My father tried it with the head of the department of the arts. He said, no. So he said, no, it's too late. A year and a half is gone, and how will he cover up? But half the subjects were the same in commerce and in arts. So he took a test of mine in history, asked me a couple of questions, and I managed to get them all. And he allowed me to come in. And I was okay, and I went on and I passed the 10th class. Then I passed the 11th. So that I passed, otherwise that guy had threatened, he will not let me leave. And I passed the 11th class, and there were 8 boys in our class, only 2 of them got a first division, one of them was me.
Superb.
So, it was only 60.2, just on the brink. And anyway, so I was very pleased. Then I went to college and I did history honors.
In Delhi.
Yes.
Still in Delhi.
I went
Okay.
to St. Stephen's, the best college apparently,
apparently.
but not the best for me.
Huh.
You'll
Why?
want to know why.
Yeah.
Obviously, you do.
Obviously.
You will laugh.
Tell me. I'm already
And I
laughing.
think I need to. Okay. When I went to college, and I was very young, very sweet looking, with curly hair. I looked like Goldilocks. So there was a bunch of homosexuals, gays, who were always around looking for someone like me. And so they hung around with me, and they had the right to rag me. So they made me hang around with them. I thought they were a little weird. But I said, "Theek hai." Then I didn't even know they were gay. Somebody said, why are you hanging around with these guys? I said, why? What's wrong? He said, they're gay. They're proofs. I said, what is the proof? He said, okay. And I got really scared. I didn't do anything. Nothing happened. They didn't molest me. They didn't harass me. They just wanted me to hang around.
Yeah.
They wanted to show off like their new bride. Anyway, so I didn't do very much. I didn't complain, but I got scared. So I swear. I mean, I was already a bit of a shy, uncertain, timid guy. So
You clearly are not now.
we are speaking 40 years ago,
Yeah,
madam.
yes.
Give me a break. By now, I would be a great grandfather in the Muslim community. So I used to hang around in the college across the street, Hindu college, where all my friends were, because I needed to, you come all the way to college, and I felt odd in that college.
Yeah.
And I was also not interested in the studies. History, it is still a mystery to me. I don't know how I cleared it. That's my story.
Yeah, lovely.
So fear and trauma
Right.
in college,
Okay.
not a nice
So
feeling.
once college was done, girlfriends, wives, whatever.
Wife, no. I got married at 40, so this was
Oh,
20. I was 18, 19, 20 when I passed out.
Huh.
18,
yeah.
19, sorry.
Okay.
So no girlfriends really, but yes, there was this very sweet girl, very, very charming, and she was a big flirt. And I didn't know very much about her. She was a very rich man's daughter,
Okay.
very rich, like super rich. I didn't know what that meant at that time. Otherwise, I would have asked her to marry me. So yeah, but she's a flirt, and
I
she
hope
found
she
out.
is not watching.
No, she's actually dead,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
happily. But
I'm
yeah,
so
she was a
sorry.
year or two younger than me. She committed suicide, but not because of me. It was
Christ.
another man. I
Rest
hardly
her
no.
soul.
This was years ago, but
Yeah.
she would have been almost as old as me by now if she
Right,
had lived.
right.
Anyway, that's another story.
Okay, so how did acting happen? ये कीड़ा कहाँ से आया? ये हमेशा से था? जी.
ये एक्चुअली कीड़ा तो आया नहीं, मेरे अंदर एक और कीड़ा था, वो था डर का कीड़ा,
डर.
जो हर वक्त मेरे भेजे को
हाँ.
खाता रहता था. डर I
किस
was
चीज
very
का डर? Fear of
Fear
what?
of having to perform, being nervous about facing people. I had a problem to read in class.
Before we go that,
हाँ.
allow me. You
Yeah.
had some problem with the speech.
हाँ, that was
That
another
would
reason.
really be nice for the audience. Please tell.
Yeah, so I had a speech problem, जिसे हिंदी में हकलाना कहते हैं, और कुछ लोग अनपढ़ लोग उसको थुतलाना कहते हैं. एक्चुअली थुतलाना होता है जैसे मैं कोका कोला को कहूँ तोता तोला, वो होता है तुतलाना.
हाँ जी.
तो मैं अपनी भाषा बोलते हुए अटकता था, और खासा अटकता था.
Was there any reason?
रीज़न तो मुझे नहीं मालूम, इसका अभी तक ये कि रीज़न मालूम हुआ नहीं है. ये होता है आमतौर पे लड़कों को ज़्यादा होता है, लड़कियों को कम. क्यों होता है मुझसे ना पूछिएगा, ना मैं हकीम हूँ ना मैं वैद. तो hard.
So how did you overcome it?
I didn't really overcome it, but I tried things. इसमें hypnosis होती है, self improvement की exercises होती हैं. यहाँ पे कोई इलाज नहीं था, हिंदुस्तान में नहीं था.
Then?
इलाज हिंदुस्तान में 84 के बाद आया, और मेरा प्रॉब्लम था in the early 70s. तो उस वक्त कुछ नहीं था. I went to the All India Institute, whatever. Anyway, so I actually went to Satya Sai Baba for this. मैंने कहा चलो वो मतलब ये कि जो बदन मतलब ये कि शरीर की जो पीड़ा होती है उसको भी ठीक कर देते हैं, तो मेरा मन और मेरा हकलाना भी बॉडी में है, तो शायद कर दें.
हाँ.
तो I met him and he was very kind, very helpful, very sweet, and he assured me that it would be fine. तो मैं सोच रहा था बड़ी जल्दी हो जाएगा 48 घंटे में, तो लेकिन कोई कम से कम मेरे ख्याल से 20 साल तो लग गए. मगर मैंने कहा ठीक है, लेकिन असली बात तो ये है ना कि असली मुझे ये मालूम नहीं था कि ये जो हकलाना था ये मेरा असली प्रॉब्लम नहीं था.
That's what I'm
असली
asking. What was the root
प्रॉब्लम
cause?
नहीं, रूट कॉज नहीं. मेरे जो प्रॉब्लम थे,
हाँ.
मेरा प्रॉब्लम ये नहीं था.
अच्छा.
ये मेरे प्रॉब्लम का एक शाख था,
Okay.
वन ब्रांच ऑफ माय एग्जिस्टिंग प्रॉब्लम.
Okay.
तो मेरी फाउंडेशन में गड़बड़ थी.
Okay.
जिसे कहते हैं हर इंसान के होता है कुछ ना कुछ कहीं ना कहीं इलाके में हर इंसान की थोड़ी सी कमजोरियां होती हैं. मेरी काफ़ी थी जिसके बारे में मुझे मालूम नहीं. तो तो असली प्रॉब्लम जो था वो बुनियादी था, जिसकी वजह से ये मेरा जो स्पीच का प्रॉब्लम था ये उभर आया और जा नहीं रहा था. तो मेरे वो जो प्रॉब्लम थे उनको उन्होंने सफाया किया.
हाँ.
तो असली चीज़ वो थी. हकलाना तो एक फिर मामूली सा हुआ, क्योंकि मेरे लिए फिर बाद में हकलाने का प्रॉब्लम से मैं इतना परेशान नहीं फिर रहा.
हाँ.
I felt okay about it, and if you feel okay about it,
Yeah.
then it doesn't bother you,
Yeah.
and then it does not give you any trouble as much as it would
Correct.
have
And then
if you
sometimes it just vanishes.
Yeah, sometimes it depends. Whenever I was nervous,
Yeah.
which was often, but whenever I was, when I had to answer something,
Yeah.
and my own colony, I could not say my name. तो मैं अपने स्कूल से बाहर निकलता था. So I used to hitch a ride
Yeah.
on the scooters
Yeah.
and motorcycles.
Yeah.
So where do you want to go? So I couldn't say Nizamuddin
Hmm.
because ना पे मैं अटकता था. So I would say Jangpura, which is the next 100 meters है. Yeah. So when I would approach to Nizamuddin, I would say, अच्छा मैं यहीं उतर जाता हूँ. So he would say, अरे आपने तो जंगपुरा जाना था. मैं कहा नहीं यहाँ पे काम है. So I had to play. Then you have to be a survivor.
Yeah.
Then you have to play with words. तो जैसे मैं लेक पे हकलाने वाला हूँ. तो I will call it a pond. लेक पे तो I'll say what?
So you worked around the minus points.
Yeah, because
Or you went one step ahead. It's like playing a game of chess.
और कोई रास्ता नहीं है ना कि
हाँ.
आगे निकलना है.
Oh.
या तो वहीं पे अटके रहो कि वही वर्ड बोल.
What बोलना?
हाँ, वो तो मैंने बोल दिया.
हाँ. So.
वही वर्ड बोलना है और उसी में अटके रहो.
Oh.
तो या फिर ये है कि बात को फ्लूइड रखो, आगे बढ़ते चले जाओ.
हाँ जी.
आगे बढ़ते जाना है तो दूसरे अल्फाज को इस्तेमाल करना है
हाँ.
और ऐसा अल्फाज हो जो उससे मैच करे. लेक के लिए पॉन्ड बोल दिया आपने.
But that's such a lovely lesson you've just given out, Nasir.
अब उनके लिए है जो हकलाते हैं, वरना बाकी लोग भी तो सही
And
है.
so then when did this completely leave your persona?
वैसे तो अभी तक नहीं गया है. तो मेरे ख्याल से सत्य साई बाबा ने थोड़ी सी ढील अभी तक दी हुई है कि याददाश्त के लिए मेरी
हाँ.
कि अपने आपे में रहियो, याद रखियो कि तू क्या था और क्या नहीं है. और जो भी इट्स ऑलवेज गुड एक छोटी सी पूंछ जो है
वो पकड़ हाँ.
अटकी में रहे ताकि इंसान को हमेशा याद रहे और वो फिर हम्बल रहे.
बिल्कुल.
He remains humble
Absolutely.
and he remains in
Grounded.
humility
Yes, absolutely.
and grounded and doesn't go on an ego trip.
Absolutely. So lovely. I had paused you on how did the acting career happen. So let's unpause that question.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did acting happen?
तो एक्टिंग का तो ये था कि मुझे लोग एक्चुअली कहते थे कि तुम एक्टर बन जा, आप बम्बई चला जाना. लाइक टॉकिंग अबाउट. लेकिन आई वाज नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन एक्टिंग एट ऑल. तो ये तो बहुत ही देर बाद हुआ. लेकिन मेरे हालात कुछ ऐसे थे कि मुझे और कुछ मालूम ही नहीं था मैं क्या करूं अपनी ज़िंदगी के साथ, क्योंकि घबराहट सी थी कि मैं किससे बोलूं क्या बोलूं. हकलाने का प्रॉब्लम था. तो मेरी बहन यहाँ पे थी एयर इंडिया में. शी वाज इन बॉम्बे. तो दिल्ली में थोड़ा सा काम किया मैंने. आई गॉट इन थ्रू अ फ्रेंड ऑफ माइन. ही वाज अ फोटोग्राफर. तो व्हेनेवर ही नीडेड अ गिनी पिग वो मुझे बुला लेते थे कि भाई तू आ जा मेरी बीवी के साथ एक्टिंग कर ले, तेरे से फ़ोटो लेने, तेरे कुछ फ़ोटो लेने. फिर मुझे कुछ अच्छे भी काम मिल गए. Then I came to Bombay in '87. My sister was already here for 10 years. She was with Air India and she could see that I was wasting my time. So on one of her visits to Delhi where I was wasting my time, she said, why don't you come to Bombay, वहाँ पे रहो, देखो, try करो, for modeling and ad films or whatever. मैंने कहा, oh God, I was very lazy. I didn't really care. I'm not the type to see. I have a problem, or I have a situation, or I have a mindset, which is that I don't want to struggle.
Okay.
I like the good things of life.
Yeah.
I want all the good things of life, but I don't want to work hard for them. तो अगर ऊपर से गिर जाए तो ठीक है, वरना जाओ भाड़ में जाओ. So I was like that. तो because she insisted, she tried, and मैं कहा चलो अच्छा. मैंने कहा अच्छा चलो ठीक है मैं आता हूँ. मैंने ऐसे हाँ उनसे कही जैसे कि मैं उन पर एहसान कर रहा हूँ. एहसान मुझ पे कर रही है वो. मेरी बहन मेरे से कह रही है आ जा मेरे घर में रह जा, तुझे रेंट नहीं देनी पड़ेगी, तेरे खर्चे बच्चे का देख लेंगे हम. और मैं कह रहा हूँ ओह चलो तुम्हारे खातिर में आ रहा हूँ. अच्छा मैं आ गया. फिर मुझे मालूम नहीं क्या करूँ क्या नहीं करूँ. अजीब सा लगे कि काम ढूंढने जाऊँ और फोटो लेके जाऊँ. सो आई फेल्ट लाइक द कैबरे आर्टिस्ट. क्योंकि मुझे देखो ये मैं हूँ. आई डिडंट लाइक ऑल दिस शिट. तो बड़ी मुश्किल से मैं फिर भी एक दिन में मैं एक एजेंसी में जाता था, जबकि 6-7 आसानी से हो सकती थी. फिर मैं एक अपने दोस्त के घर पे बैठ जाता था और मैं अपने फोटो रख के भाग जाता था. तो कुछ अजीब सा लगता था. आई वाज वेरी कॉन्शियस कि मैं काम ढूंढने जा रहा हूँ. ये लो फोटो. सो बट इट वर्कड आउट. हल्के हल्के बात कुछ ऐसी पढ़ने लगी.
So what was the first thing that you grabbed?
Okay.
Yeah.
The first thing was for the Taj tea bags
Ah.
for HTA. I remember, and it was fun, and they were very happy with me because I was very exuberant, full of energy. Although I was a nervous guy,
Yeah.
but when you are made to act,
Yeah.
then it's another story, ना?
Right.
और आमतौर पर बस ये होता है ना कि हंसना होता है, looking good, looking
Yeah.
happy,
Yeah.
or looking tired.
Oh, yeah.
You are looking unhappy, and at the end of the film, you have to look happy.
Right.
So I used to manage both very well. अब आधे मिनट की फिल्म में अब अमिताभ बच्चन के जैसे थोड़ी एक्टिंग करनी है,
हाँ.
या फिर ओमपुरी की तरह. You know, आधे मिनट की फिल्म है, उसमें मैं हूँ 10 सेकंड के लिए. तो एक
unhappy scene.
और एक हैप्पी सीन, तो बस खत्म हो जाती है. बड़ा आसान काम था, तो मैं बहुत खुश.
And they paid you well
Recently, yeah.
for that
Sure.
era.
Yeah, for that
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
what I would have earned in a month, I would get in a day.
Yeah. So you were happy you decided to move bag and baggage?
हाँ, फिर मैं आ गया और मैं अपनी बहन के साथ रहा.
उनको वादा?
उनको अपना वादा निभाना था,
हाँ.
तो उन्होंने मुझे रखा, बड़ा ख्याल रखा, खर्चे के पैसे भी दिए.
हाँ.
तो मैं भी फिर अच्छा रहा. देन आई गॉट माई मोटर बाइक हेयर टू. फिर मैं इधर उधर घूमने लगा. तो चलो ठीक है, यहाँ जाते हैं. हल्के हल्के मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस जो है बढ़ा.
हाँ.
उससे पहले एक्चुअली आई हैड वर्कड on a film called Gandhi, Attenborough की फिल्म पे. I worked as a location manager.
Okay.
As that was in 81.
हाँ.
खूब दबा के काम किया 3 महीने with only 2 holidays.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
तो बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गया मैंने, दबा के काम किया. तो
वाह,
मेरी माँ को ऑलमोस्ट हार्ट अटैक हो गया. उनको यकीन नहीं हो रहा था कि मेरा बेटा 5 बजे सुबह निकल के जा रहा है कहाँ के लिए. तो उनको ये था कि 4 बजे सुबह विंटर मॉर्निंग में आई यूज्ड टू बी.
Oh.
शुरुआत 8 बजे की हुई थी. मेरे लिए 8 बजे भी बहुत अर्ली था.
हाँ.
तो जब 7 हुआ, 6 हुआ, 5
हुआ.
4,
They were totally impressed.
तो घर वाले तो बिल्कुल हैरान. तो माय मदर वाज लाइक, यू डोंट बिलीव इट, ये मेरा बेटा तो इतना सुस्ती भरा आदमी है,
हाँ.
सुस्त आदमी है. सो दैट वाज गुड.
Yeah.
तो उसके बाद मैं फिर आराम करने लगा. जब कोई काम नहीं होता तो नहीं कर. तो मैं ढूंढता नहीं हूँ काम. मैं चाहता हूँ कि काम मुझे
मेरे
ढूंढे,
पास है,
काम मुझे ढूंढे.
हाँ.
और मैंने देखा है कि जब भी काम ने मुझे ढूंढा है, अच्छे काम मिले.
चलो.
जब मैंने काम को ढूंढा है, ज्यादातर इतने अच्छे नहीं रहे. बट दैट्स अनदर स्टोरी.
Yeah.
इसमें कुछ हम कह नहीं सकते.
Yeah, yeah.
जो भी आपके कर्मा से मिलना है,
हाँ.
वो
It
मिलना
will
भी है,
reach you.
ये भी है.
Of course.
अब आपके कर्मा में है क्या, ये मुझे मालूम नहीं. लेकिन फिर भी जो कुछ मुझको मिला है, मैं शुक्रगुजार हूँ. आई मीन ग्रेटिट्यूड.
Attitude of
बिकॉज जो मेरे
gratitude.
हालात थे, मेरी तो ऐसी की तैसी होने वाली थी. पता ही नहीं क्या, अभी भी नहीं पता क्या करना है.
हाँ जी.
बस यही है कि आपके साथ अब बैठा हूँ. तो मेरा ईद का चांद निकला है.
How did Mitra happen?
By accident again, Revati and her husband were watching TV at their home, and they saw an ad film of mine for Big Jam. So I was in that shooting ad.
Yeah. Debonair
So हाँ, तो husband ने उनसे कहा कि maybe he's
guy.
the guy, because they had auditioned Anil Kapoor.
हाँ.
I mean, they had asked Anil Kapoor, they had asked also Jackie Shroff.
हाँ.
Madhuri Dixit had been asked to play the female part,
Female part.
but she couldn't because she was heading to get married.
Yeah.
Somehow they tried to locate me, and in those days, in 2000 or less, it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
So finally they found me and they said, we want you to come for an audition. So they flew me to Chennai. So I auditioned Big Show now. And then my accent was good. So it was about an NRI, Indian guy in America.
Yeah.
So वो बात फिर बन गई.
हाँ.
And so I was finalized. So, and it was a wonderful.
Yeah.
So, I got the part in this film because I had the
loved the
accent.
movie. I loved it.
It got 3 national awards. I was so
loved
happy.
it. My
I was so
goodness
happy.
me. But which was your first film?
First film was Hema Malini's directorial
Venture.
debut
Yeah.
venture
Yeah.
called Dil Ashna Hai,
Yeah.
which is a kind of a remake of a film called Lays.
Yeah.
But Shah Rukh Khan's first film as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I played a suspect father
Okay.
for Divya Bharti.
Okay.
And it had Sonu Walia as my fiancée.
Yeah.
So I used to say, big girls for big boys. Dimple Kapadia,
Yeah.
who was the muse of Mithun,
Yeah.
and Amrita Singh, who was the muse of Jitendra.
Right.
There was also Raza Murad, Kabir Bedi, Divya Bharti,
Yes,
of course.
of course.
And it was Shah Rukh Khan's first film,
Yes.
but he was to be introduced in that film.
Right.
But this film took so long to make that in the
Yeah.
meantime, he also completed
Bazigar-
another film,
Baz-
Divana.
Diwan.
And Divana got released, so they couldn't introduce him, so they introduced me, so my full name came. And introducing, so I was like, wow. Good film. And Hemaji was very, very happy with my work.
Great.
And I played a nervous guy who was afraid of his mom.
Uh-huh.
Sushma Seth was my mother in that.
Okay.
Very
Yeah.
strict looking woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was a great experience, and
Okay.
the film unfortunately didn't do well because it was released during the riots. So it wasn't a great time in
Okay.
'93.
Yeah.
So that's fine, but
Yeah.
great experience.
Okay. So tell me, which has been the work that gave you the maximum job satisfaction and a creative high?
I think it was Mitra, my friend.
Okay.
Simple, straightforward film.
Yeah.
It didn't have those areas of which I was very nervous about.
Yeah.
One of them is dancing.
Yeah.
I can't dance to save my life.
Okay.
People say I've got 2 left feet. I say I've got 3.
Okay.
One is the foot of God,
Ah.
which also wants to trip me. I can't handle it.
Okay.
So it's a very simple, straightforward film. Love doing it.
Okay.
No
Great.
song and dances, no running around the bushes, no violence, no attempts to rape, no heavy drama,
Yeah.
just straightforward
Great.
stuff. I loved it. So that was really great. It was a great.
Great. Let's
And-
throw some light on. Sorry to cut you. Let's throw some light on your bhajan angle before I forget.
Yeah, because when I went to Sai Baba initially, when I went to Sai Baba, my initial feeling was because I'm a Muslim, I felt a little odd and out of place, and like, what am I doing? All this Ram, Krishna, Govinda bhajans.
But you were
But they
drawn
got
to
melodies.
it.
No, I went for a purely selfish reason. I
Right.
was not drawn to the bhajans.
Huh.
I wanted to be cured of my problem and
Right.
say bye bye doctor.
Okay. See,
He gives
fair,
you the medicine, you pay him the money,
fair
and you go.
enough. Fair enough.
So, but we hung around, and
Yeah.
of course, Sai Baba is an incredibly gifted being. I won't say human being, but incredibly gifted being
Right.
in the shape, in the form of a human being.
Right.
Hugely gifted,
Right.
hugely compassionate, hugely spiritual,
Right.
immensely divine. I would say he had the Antaryami qualities. For me, he was, he grew to be, and still is, the equivalent of Jesus Christ. Brilliant, great man, and he was a visionary, a statesman, he was a psychiatrist, he was everything.
Uh-huh.
And for a saint who had not even been to school, he gave
Oh.
up studies at the age of 13
Oh.
when he declared that I'm Sai Baba,
Yeah.
and he left his home. So for a person like that who had no formal education of any kind, I mean, it is amazing. He obviously knew it all. He knew the Gita backwards. He knew it by heart.
Right.
Pandits would listen to him.
Right.
Christians would listen to him.
Right.
Muslims, they're not so easy. He has a lot of devotees who are actually Muslims.
Oh.
Some lady, a huge, a professor of Osmania University, I forget her name now, huge devotee. Abul Kalam
Yeah.
is a devotee, our former president.
Yeah.
And loads of them have been there. Amjad Ali Khan has also performed there. His 2 sons have also performed there.
Right.
They don't have to be devotees,
Yeah.
but they're cool. Music is God.
It's universal. Absolutely.
Yeah, music is
Ibadat
God. So he used to
Ibadat
get
is-
invited,
Right.
and he was blessed.
Yeah.
So an incredible human being
Yeah.
who actually changed my life.
He did.
He tranquilized me with the tranquilizing dart, like you do to a runaway leopard, in Pandu or somewhere. You shoot this guy, and after a while he'll like. So I became like that in a nice way.
Yeah.
So then in the course of my stay there, I stayed there for a year. This was in 1974.
For a
June.
year?
No, a month. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, a month.
Huh.
And as I stayed on, after a few days, I began to feel the goodness of his being permeate my being. I even had a dream of him. It was very simple. He seemed to be talking to me, and I said, "There are things I'd like to talk to you about." And he seemed to say, "Yes, yes, yes," and he walked away. Later, I found out that that is the way he used to say in the discourses, "Yes, yes, yes." There was a translation by N. Kasturi, his right-hand man. And he used to speak in Telugu, of course, but occasionally he would use English words. And when he spoke to me in the interview, he spoke in Hindi and occasional English. We were fine. But, and then I began to sing along with them because they were so melodious.
That's how the bhajan started?
Yeah, because, I was beginning to feel the vibrations of the place, the grace of the Guru.
Right.
And I believe in it entirely. And so I found when I came back after my 1 month with him in his company, I began to play these bhajans on the flute.
Okay.
Just for recreation because I didn't have anything else to do. And it was a very enjoyable experience. So flute I learned more or less. So, I didn't have much else to do, so I would attend the satsangs in Delhi for Satya Sai Baba.
Right.
So wherever I was anyway, look, I was not working. So satsang, okay, let's go for satsang instead. So about once in a week, I'd go about 2 or 3 times, or at least once.
Okay.
That was cool. I was like very happily levitating with so-called divine bliss. Felt great.
Okay. कुछ सुनाइए 2 लाइन भजन के.
Okay, my God. Oh my God, ये तो मैंने सोचा ही नहीं था कि सुनाना पड़ेगा. खैर. पुरंदर रंगा हरे विठला, पंढरी रंगा हरे विठला, पंढरी रंगा हरे विठला, पुरंदर रंगा हरे विठला, नर हरि रंगा हरे विठला, मुरहर रंगा हरे विठला, मुरहर रंगा. उड़ गया थोड़ा सा, but that's it. Sorry.
Lovely.
I can do better. I can do better.
You always say
इन्होंने
that.
एकदम से नहीं, इन्होंने एकदम से ये मेरे पे छोड़ दिया, तो मैं तैयारी करके नहीं आया. I mean, थोड़ी सी भी तैयारी नहीं थी, और मैं बहुत जल्दी घबरा जाता हूँ. अगली बार.
Right. Okay, let's talk about the short films you've directed very briefly.
जी हाँ, बिल्कुल. 3-4 ख्याल आते हैं क्योंकि ज़्यादातर मैं लुखा रहता हूँ. I'm mostly unemployed.
Yeah.
I work 3 days in a month.
Super.
Less sometimes, but
Super.
don't
That's
tell
on
anybody.
international standards.
Yeah.
Oh.
So मेरा ख्याल आते रहते हैं, ये करूँ, जुगाड़बाजी करूँ, ये कर दूँ, वो कर दूँ. आइडियाज आते हैं कि जैसे कि स्पीड ब्रेकर है, उस पर कुछ ऐसी चीज़ मैं लगा दूँ तो दूर से ऑटो रिक्शा ड्राइवर देख लें उसको, ताकि वो स्लो डाउन कर पाएँ. रोड भी काला, स्पीड ब्रेकर भी काला, तो मैं तो रहा भोला भाला. उसके ऊपर से जाऊँगा तो मेरा सर लगेगा ऊपर ऑन द रोड. एनीवे, तो मुझे ऐसे कुछ ख्याल आया, तो एक HIV एंड एड्स की प्रिवेंशन पे मैंने 20 सेकंड की फिल्म 10 साल पहले बनाई, ऐसे ही ओनली रफ फिल्म, एंड आई डिडंट टेक इट फार. फिर मैंने एक फिल्म बनाई जो ड्रंक एंड ड्राइविंग के ऊपर, उसके जो डेंजर्स होते हैं, क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ इतने सारे लड़के हैं जो अपनी गर्लफ्रेंड्स के साथ या अपनी फ्रेंड्स के साथ अपना गाड़ी में जाते हैं, पिट्टी पिला लेते हैं और अपना गाड़ी को मार देते हैं कहीं. तो बेचारी लड़की बिला वजह हलाक हो जाती है, ज़ख्मी हो जाती है, एक्सेट्रा. तो उसके बारे में थी. लेकिन आखिरी फिल्म जो मैंने बनाई थी वो बलात्कार के खिलाफ थी. औरतों को छेड़ना और औरतों को तंग करना, उनके साथ बदतमीजी करना और उनके साथ बलात्कार करना बहुत ही घिनौनी हरकत है. और मेरे साथ एक्चुअली एक बार ऐसा हुआ था कि मेरी कज़न थी, उनके साथ में रह रहा था, तो कुछ लोग आए थे उनका बलात्कार करने के लिए. उनको उठा के लेके जाने वाले थे. बाई चांस उन्होंने अपने आप को छुड़ा के चीख मारी. चीख से वो डर गए क्योंकि मैं उठा. जब मैं उठने लगा उन्होंने मुझे देखा, उसी कमरे में थे. तो उसके बाद मैं बहुत घबरा गया और भी मैंने कहा ये क्या होता है. खाली 17 साल का था उस वक्त में, तो बड़ा अजीब लगा सारा का. सॉरी. तो फिर मैंने सोचा, जब ये निर्भया का मामला हुआ उसके बाद मैंने सोचा आई हैव टू मेक समथिंग। तो आई मेड दिस फिल्म, 2 मिनट की फिल्म थी जिसमें मैंने अपने हिसाब से मैं बनाता हूँ फिल्में, जिसमें कुछ ऐसा नहीं दिखाता जो कि घिनौना हो या
Or
कुछ ऐसा हो,
offensive,
वायलेंट हो।
Yeah.
तो द चीफ मिनिस्टर शीला दीक्षित देन was completely impressed.
Yeah.
I
So
gave her
was
a
I.
copy.
So was I. I love to.
Yeah, so you did. Of
I
course.
love them.
You've seen it.
And everybody should see it. He'll release it soon.
Yeah,
God willing.
I have to reach.
Yeah.
So I have to reshoot the film because जो मैंने बनाई अपने आप ही बनाई, और ऐसी बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं जो मतलब देखने में शायद सही न लगे। तो and Sheila Dixit wanted it and somehow उसमें कुछ फिर आ गए problems, but she fell in love with it and I felt so great
Yeah.
कि एक ऐसी फिल्म जो मैंने बनाई है विद अ मैसेज, और उसमें मेरा जो ट्विस्ट था जो कि आपने देखा होगा, that was incredible.
Yeah.
There was not a single person who did not like this film.
Love.
मैंने 200 इंसानों को दिखाई, स्विस नेशनल्स, फ्रेंच, साउथ इंडियंस, इंडियंस एंड कश्मीरीज एंड बंगालीज एंड भंगीज एंड लेबरर्स एंड एवरीबॉडी। They said, wow, हिल गए सब, और बहुत ही क्लीन फिल्म
तो
थी।
अभी आपके लिए एक और काम है।
जी।
There is a friend of mine and she wants to get a film made on बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ।
जी जी जी।
Yeah. So after the cameras are off, we'll discuss that.
Please.
That will be your next project.
Love
Yeah.
to.
Okay. So quickly, what is your me time and what is your bucket list? One-liners.
Oh my God, bucket list. You know what I'd love to do? Bungee jump and the paragliding. You know, to jump out of the aircraft.
Okay. Skydiving.
Skydiving.
मैं भी आ रही
I know,
हूँ।
come with me. हम तीनों एक साथ ही उनके साथ कूदेंगे, इंस्ट्रक्टर के साथ। So that I have to do.
हाँ।
And
Me time. What do you do before and after work hours? जो 3 दिन काम करते हो महीने में, remember?
हाँ, मी टाइम तो हर रोज होता है। हाँ, तो
क्या करते हो?
हाँ, मी टाइम एक्चुअली इतना मी टाइम होता है कि मी टाइम होता ही
That you
नहीं।
need you time.
All
You
the
need
time
you,
is-
you,
हाँ.
you time.
All the time is me time.
Yeah.
So you know, I play on the harmonium,
Yeah.
I practice a bit.
हाँ.
I watch the comedy on mobile phones. You know, I
Yeah.
don't want to open
Yeah.
my laptop and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of boxing,
Yeah. Okay.
UFC.
Okay.
तो और तो बहुत अच्छा नहीं
तो ये
लगता,
सब
लेकिन
me
मुझे
time
जरा
है।
सा
हाँ.
हाँ, फिर थोड़ा सा अपना ये कि ध्यान व्यान, थोड़ी सी प्रेयर इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। दैट इज एक्चुअली गॉड टाइम, बट मोर देन गॉड इज अगेन फॉर मी। मैं
Yes.
गॉड को इम्प्रेस थोड़ी कर रहा
अपने
हूँ, गॉड डजंट नीड मी, आई नीड हिम।
बिल्कुल।
ओबामा, मोदी, मनमोहन, सोनिया, ओसामा बिन लादेन, दाऊद इब्राहिम, भगवान के सामने सब भिखारी हैं,
सही
है
बात।
जी। और तो फिर यू नो, सो वी डूइंग इट फॉर आवरसेल्फ। तो
बिल्कुल,
ये बात
बिल्कुल।
मुझे अभी हाल ही में फिर से मालूम हुई कि ये मुझे करना चाहिए।
Okay.
एक ऐसा ज़माना था कि मैं आश्रम में ही रहना चाहता था। 20 साल की उम्र पे आई वेंट टू सत्य साई बाबाज आश्रम टू लिव देयर।
Right.
उनको अंदाज़ा हो गया किस लिए आया कम वक्त। उन्होंने मुझे डांट कर निकाल दिया,
हाँ।
जाओ जाके काम करो,
हाँ.
कोई सर्विस करो, और फिर कोई बिजनेस। ही डिडंट सीम इंटरेस्टेड,
Yeah.
बट ही थ्रू मी आउट। मैं समझा सत्य साई बाबा मुझे यूं, जैसे कि श्री रामकृष्ण को विवेकानंदा ने अपने गले से लगाया था कि आ गया मेरा भक्त, मैं समझा साईं बाबा भी ऐसे करेंगे। आ गया,
हुआ ही नहीं।
उन्होंने फटाक से निकाला मुझे, जाओ। अब मैं बड़ा अजीब अचंभे में कि मैं तो यूँ आता कि मैं तो यूँ हूँ, मैं तो बस यूँ हूँ, और मैं तो शांति में रहूँगा, ये करूँगा, यहाँ पे सेवा करूँगा। कार से निकाला उन्होंने मुझे, मैं ऐसे करके आया वापस, घबराए भाई, घबराई भी बिल्ली। तो वो होती हैं अपनी, बिकॉज ही न्यू कि मेरा वक्त नहीं था, मेरे कर्म होंगे, तो कर्म के हिसाब से ही, अदरवाइज यू वुड हैव आस्क्ड मी टू स्टे। तो ये भी हुआ, आई वाज ऑल सेट। तो उससे आप अंदाजा लगा सकती हैं मेरे मन की हालत क्या थी। I was not interested in working because also my father did not help me. He was a brilliant man,
Yeah.
but he didn't seem to care much.
Yeah.
हाँ कर लो कुछ अपना जॉब वॉब लो ना, ग्रेजुएशन कर लो। He didn't inspire me. My older brother was another story. He went to Europe to make it big after school.
Yeah.
So he did his course in German, Maximilian Bhavan में, अपना पूना में, and he went off. Again, he went through a lot of hard time because he was also unfocused. He was living a fantasy world. My father didn't guide him there also. वो अपनी लेके चले गए.
Parental guidance is
हाँ.
very important.
बड़ा इम्पोर्टेंट. अच्छा, और उन्होंने कुछ हद तक उल्टा कर दिया. आप मेरे फादर ने गाइडेंस, हाँ क्या है, सब कुछ वेरी कैजुअल. तो वी गॉट अंडर द इम्प्रेशन कि लाइफ इज हैविंग, और जो लोग काम करते हैं वो उल्लू के पट्टे हैं. मैं बड़े गर्व से लोगों से कहता था जब मेरे से पूछते थे 30 साल पहले कि व्हाट डू यू डू, आई वुड से वेरी प्राउडली नथिंग. मतलब तुम तो फार्मर लोग हो, अंगी टाइप अपना काम करते रहते हो, कुछ नहीं करते. हम ऐश करते हैं, हम जस्ट वी आर सो ग्लोरियस. फिर बाद में जब जूतियाँ पड़नी शुरू हुई तो मैंने कहा मम्मी ज़रा डैडी को बुलाना, उनसे पूछना कि तुमने मुझे इस अंधकार की नगरी में छोड़ के अकेले क्यों आ गए. तुम्हारी ऐसी की तैसी. तो खैर कोई बात नहीं, उसमें भी कोई अच्छाई थी. फिर हम सब संभल गए. लेकिन मेरी छोटी बहन ने इस बात को गले से नहीं लगाया बिल्कुल. शी वांटेड टू मेक इट एंड शी मेड इट. She worked for 35 years as an air hostess on Air India. Full colors. She went through cancer, everything else. She did all that, and with flying colors, she retired.
Superb. I hope the sister is watching.
She is. She will be. I mean, incredible. She looked after all of us.
Superb.
The entire bloody family. We were lukhas.
Yeah.
बड़ी बड़ी बातें करते थे, और घर में ही दाने अम्मा चली बुनाने. कुछ था ही नहीं हमारे पास. So she would organize the tickets for us, very cheap or whatever. But everything, hotel stays जहाँ पे वो रहती थी, हम आ जाते थे 3-4 लोग उनके साथ रह रहे हैं, छुट्टियों पे घुमाना वमाना. You know, she used to pay. So she did. She was just amazing, and she's the one who also called me to Bombay after 10 years of service. So if she hadn't called me to Bombay, I would have wasted. I would have become like one Khadawa Bangan.
Sisters are mini mothers, of course.
Yeah, and she, I was about to say was, she is basically a very, very, very kind soul, generous, a golden-hearted, kind soul woman, incredibly gifted, and she would just help anybody and everybody, but her own people, the sky is the limit, anything and everything, anywhere. And she was a go-getter. She would just get it by sheer dint of her, you know, the perseverance. कुछ औरतें होती हैं अपने आप को जरा यूं दिखा के कर दीजिए ना, ऐसे करवा लेती हैं काम. She was not like that.
You know, right now with this on camera, I think आपने अपने भाई होने का पूरा फर्ज निभा लिया है. Completely. You have just honored everything that she has done, and I think this moment will be in her Kodak moment, and full marks to that.
Yeah, she's incredible. Her name is actually Sultana, by the way.
Okay.
तो हम उनको छेड़ते थे क्योंकि सुल्ताना डाकू के नाम से फेमस तो डाकू था सुल्ताना. उनको सुल्ताना डाकू कहते थे. She used to hate it, but वो अपने बचपने के दिन थे. But she was brilliant, and she still is, and incredibly she has to work. I'm a complete opposite. I can live without work forever. You deprive her of work for 2 days, she will start to tear her hair. But she likes to work in a positive way. Something, you know, and she's handling a bit of our हमारा जो property का issue है in Calcutta. She's dealing with that. I was dealing with it years ago. And then so I sing the bhajan man.
You sang the bhajan. You're singing. Okay, so can we draw your attention to Sehgal Saab? कुछ सुनाइए. Before the curtains down.
KL Sehgal song, yes, a very famous bhajan called Suno Suno He Krishna Kala, non-Filmi bhajan, 1936.
Okay.
And I'm going to wear my dark glasses so you can't see the fear in my eyes. बहुत डर लग रहा मुझे. It was Suno Suno He Krishna Kala, सुनो सुनो है कृष्ण काला है, आई तुम्हारे द्वार, सुन मेरी पुकार, अब सुन ले बांसुरी वाला, सुनो सुनो है कृष्ण काला मेरे okay, that's it.
Lovely. Before I let you go, your first impression of me.
I thought that Madam has X-ray vision. She can tell what's happening inside you. I don't know if it's true or not. So my first impression was pure fear.
Really?
No. How much can
Nasir.
no? How much can she see? That's
Nasir.
but of course, at the same time, I found her very perceptive, brilliant, of course, attractive, etc. And she seemed to think I was okay. So I said, "Hey, if I'm okay, then I want to be on your show." गहना का कहना, गुलों का तारों का सबका कहना है, एक हजारों में मेरी बहना है, उनकी बात अलग है, ये दूसरी बहना निकल आई. So, great lady, and
Thank you so
good luck
much.
to you.
All the best. Thank you.
Thank
On
you.
that note,